about Clee Valley.
Mr. Speaker, this weekend British Petroleum announced that its latest plan has failed. Thousands of gallons of oil continue to spew into the ocean unabated, and the disaster in the Gulf only gets worse. Mr. Speaker, the fact is, a similar or worse catastrophe could easily happen here. In this country, experts report that after years of deregulation, Canada actually has even weaker environmental laws than those governing the offshore in the U.S. Will the minister finally take action to close this industry loophole, stop listening to their friends in the oil lobby, and get on with the job of protecting Canadians?
The Honourable Minister of the Environment.
Well, Mr. Speaker, all the Canadians are appalled and horrified by what they're seeing in the Gulf, but my friend overstates the case. He is fully aware that there are no license issued for drilling in Canada's north, none whatsoever in terms of deep drilling, Mr. Speaker. He's also fully aware that the National Energy Board is undertaking a very serious review of the environmental standards, the public safety standards that will apply to all such future wells, Mr. Speaker. Canadians can be confident in how this matter is being dealt with.
Honourable Member for Skeena, Bulkley Valley.
Mr. Speaker, soon after the spill, President Obama announced a 6-month freeze on new drilling and a massive investigation into what exactly went wrong. Meanwhile, this Conservative government continues to pretend it is just an isolated accident that can't happen here. Yet this government's own regulator testified that a spill could happen in Canadian waters, with the only difference being that it would be worse under our conditions. Mr. Speaker, will the minister pull his head out of the tar sands long enough to realize that his agenda of gutting environmental protection and letting industry self-regulate is leading us to catastrophe?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, listening to my colleague, you'd think there was a disaster, a real disaster on our hands. We've said from the start that no license was issued for offshore drilling, be it in the Arctic or the Beaufort. And there won't be unless the government's convinced that the environment will be protected as required. We're delighted that President Obama has suspended evaluations for 6 months in order to reach the same point that we're at, and that is that the procedure should involve the public and be followed as required. The Honourable Member for Gaspésie.